Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to the channel and welcome to the second rebuild of mine on FM22. It is rebuilding Sheffield Wednesday. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit all the buttons, the thumbs up and the sub button if you're not subscribed already. And if you really want to help the channel out, you can always become a patron. That is massively appreciated. Links to that and other things down below in the description. Big shout out to a long time subscriber of mine, Richard Beck. He's been massive support. He's a Wednesday fan. He's been asking me to do this for years, but I've wanted to do this. It's been on my list ever since I started doing rebuilds on FM19 because growing up for me, a man of my age, as a kid and a young man, Sheffield Wednesday were a big club, still a big club, but they were, a Premier League team. They had some fantastic players, but they've been out of that top flight now since I think the 1999-2000 season, and they've never been back. So it's a club in a lot of trouble. It's a club that needs help. It's a club that needs me to give it a rebuild. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be freaking exciting for me. It gets my football manager juices flowing, a challenge like this. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. Maybe if you're a Blades fan, you've already switched off. But anyone else who sticks around, thank you very much. Let's get into it. So we're going to start here on the main general page of Wednesday. And as you can see, it's been wild. The Premier League isn't even on the graph anymore, although I think it was about here, I'd say. So yeah, bit of a slippery slide. Been down in League One, got all the way back up, spent a good few years in the Championship, went back down, come back up, spent a lot of time in the Championship, actually finished 4th one year, and then I've slipped and slided all the way to where we find ourselves right now in League One. The club is, of course, named the Owls. I used to really like Wednesday as a kid. I remember going to a place called LOLLUJO Mines, I think it's called, on a school trip. And there was a load of kids from Sheffield there from another school, and a lot of them had Wednesday shirts on. I just loved the logo. Obviously, as a kid, when you're collecting stickers for your Panini book, I don't know, I just love the logo. Although it's a different logo these days. This is more of an old school traditional. They switched it a while back. But yeah, it's a very, very old club. It's not the oldest club in Sheffield. Pretty sure of that. But they're freaking old. 1867. Insane. And I mean, wow. Derby-wise, we've got the Steel City Derby, of course, against Sheffield United, who've had way more success in recent years. Maybe we can change that. Rivals with all the Yorkshire boys, Leeds, Barnsley and Mansfield, Rotherham, Huddersfield, Forest as well. So loads of rivalries, but I love that. Play at Hillsborough, great stadium, big capacity, quite a few season ticket holders, and loads of legends. Two of my favourite Wednesday players, though, are on them lists. I think the oldest club in Sheffield, and is it the world? Or at least in England, is Sheffield. Is it Sheffield FC? Is that it? They were formed, I think, 10 or 11 years earlier in 1857. So if you are from Sheffield, please let me know in the comments, how did they not become the main club in Sheffield? How did United and Wednesday overtake them? I'd love to know that. It's a club with a great history. A lot of teams out there, a lot of clubs would snap your hand off for. 4 top flight leagues, 3 FA Cups, a Carabao Cup, we won a Community Shield, and a couple of Sky Bet Championships. So it's impressive. So of course, we're based in Sheffield. It's a city I know quite well because in one of my old jobs, I used to go there at least every other month, working in the train station at night on the air conditioning, and spent a lot of time there at night. And I used to have a mooch about. There was a great shop across from there, 24-hour shop. So if I finished at like 3 or 4 in the morning, I could go over, get some beers. Yeah, go and take them home with me. But yeah, I quite like Sheffield. It's a home of snooker. The Snooker World Championships is in Sheffield. And of course, we play at Hillsborough. Fantastic old school stadium. It's still got that old feel about it, but it's massive. And when I was growing up, it was one of the biggest and best. So it's looking tired. Also looks like the club don't own it anymore. They're renting it off a private owner for £2.5 million a year. We ain't got that money. Wow. But yeah, average corporate facilities, average training facilities, adequate youth facilities, adequate academy, average youth. This club's needing some massive help, and it's not what it used to be. I mean, I'm going to flash up now loads of players I can remember, and I've chucked a legend in at the end. And yeah, the aim of this series, though, I'm not going to try and say, I'm going to win the Premier League or the Champions League. The minimum aim is to maybe try at my best in a few years to get him in the Premier League. I think that's what this club needs. And then if the series is still doing well, I might try and stay in the Premier League and see what we can do. But yeah, that's the minimum aim, get back to the Prem. It's going to be a struggle. We're in League One. I've got 2.2 million in the bank, no money to spend, no wages to play with. And this club is in some hella debt. Wow. Now my friend Richard Beck sent me loads of information. I can't talk about all of it, but the main gist of it is this club's just been run really bad. Made loads of bad financial decisions. Bought players they thought were going to be good and who were good, who've come in and not performed. Been paid high wages. It's just basically, it sounds like bad management, bad choices, bad players, spending too much money, and they find themselves in stupid amount of debt, man. Wow, we need to get to the Premier League. I want to go on the club vision. This says a lot. I mean, we're in League One, but going on for the 24 season, 25 season, 26 season, they just want to get promotion, build on promotion to the Championship over the next few years. So that's crazy. I mean, that doesn't look like they're putting the pressure on me, although they do want to gain automatic promotion. But they're not saying gain the automatic promotion this year and then next year do better. So I don't know what kind of pressure I will be under. Although we are the clear favourites, and we should be. This is a club who should not be in League One. Let's be honest. Should be in the Prem, in my opinion. Now we're at the top there in the odds. Now I didn't know if is that because of my squad or the club's reputation. I think both of that can come into play with things like this. And looking at the squad, it's all right. So maybe I am under a bit of pressure. And the thing is as well, in League One, you can only have a 22-man squad. So, you're going to need some youth players to bulk out that squad, because I think it's under 21, under 22, you don't have to register. Because I've got tons of football. You forget how much football you got to play down at this level. Obviously, we've got the league. I've got a friendly cup, ignore that. I've got the FA Cup that will get to the fourth round, third round of the Carabao. And we've got that bloody Papa John's trophy as well. Honestly, when I played this season, sometimes you feel like you're playing a game. You have 2 days off, playing a game, 2 days off, playing a game, 2 days off. It's a lot. Staff-wise, it's good. It's a bit better because of me. But yeah, it's okay. I've got a lot of coach spaces there. And obviously, we've got no money. So my aim would be to try and improve everything as much as I can by signing staff members that aren't contracted to anyone, so I don't have to pay any kind of compo. Scouting wise, I was just going to scout this division. I'm going to scout League 2, see if we can pick up any gems, Brentford style. Scout the Championship, scout young players that are interested, and definitely be scouting players who are going to be coming towards the end of the contract next year, because no matter what my squad is and what I can do with it this year, it's probably going to be a lot different next year, even if we go up or stay down or whatever, because a lot of these contracts haven't got long left. This is my current squad as I've just started the game, and look at that. I mean, a lot of the loans obviously, but look at a lot of the players, 22. We get down to about here and it's still only 23. No one's on any kind of long-term deal, apart from a lad who's out on loan. I think he's not bad either, Cameron Dawson. Is that the one I remember looking at thinking, why have they loaned him out? Richard Beck, if you're watching, I know you will be. He looks decent to me, and I've had him. Tactically, I'm a Pep, I'm a Tuchel, I'm a Klopp, and I've really enjoyed this year, so I'm sticking with it. I'm going to try and implement what I like on this team week out the week, see if it can push us out of this league, because, you know, we're favourites to go up, so I want to get out of this league straight away. I want to build something around it, quite like it, so that's what I'm going with. I sold one player, and if you're a Wednesday fan, you might be angry with this, because he's got quite a lot of potential. He's like a 4.5 star player, but what I did was I got everyone out the under 18s, stuck them in under 23s, weeded out the week, and looked at who may maybe come up to the first team, who might go down, and then he was in the under 23s, and Southampton came in with a bid of like 1.3 million, and we had no money. So I thought I could use that money in wages to hopefully bring in some loans, bring in some freebies. So, you know, I've took a hit on a potential good young player, but, you know, had to be done. Look at me staff, I love it. All this cost me nothing as well. All this came from 3 guys. Amazing, but they're decent. But all I did was I brought in 2 goalkeeper coaches to boost that up. I brought in 2 fitness coaches, and I brought in some performance analysts just to push it up a little bit, just to get the lovely yellows. Great scouting team, great medical team. Hopefully everything's going to work for us with this training and everything to really get the best out of what I've got. And the money don't look too bad, does it? Because the board gave me, what was it, 3.4 million cash injection to keep the club running, even though we were in debt, we weren't in the red in the overall balance. And they also give it me again. They pay off some, and it boosts the overall balance as well. So, you know, Maybe they're not that skint. I brought in quite a few players, either on loans or frees, and the first one is Mr. Walcott's on loan from Spurs to help out at the back. I brought in 2 lads from Brentford who I didn't actually use at Brentford, but will be fantastic for us hopefully. The first one is Dominic Thompson, left back, 21. I probably got rid of this kid because I couldn't say his name. No, I didn't really, but yeah, another good little prospect to cover in the middle. Do you know what? There's a lot of broken homes these days, which is a sad state of affairs because the amount of double-barreled names you see is crazy. Jaden, I'm calling this lad. Got him on loan from Aston Villa to help out on the wings because he can play on both. My last loan signing was Brooklyn Lions Foster. A guy who can cover all over the back. On loan from Spurs. I made 3 free transfers. This one I quite like. He's got loads of experience. Played in the Premier League, I think, for Watford. Adrian Mariappa. 34 years old. I don't tend to go for old players, but I've got you. This is a different whole ball game here at Wednesday in League One. I was buzzing with this. I really wanted someone strong and beastie as my defensive midfielder. When I saw Nigel de Jong, I mean, he's been all over the place last few years, but he was at City years ago. Good player, and he still is. I mean, last one is Jota, 30-year-old Spaniard. Again, really low wage. Birmingham, who he used to play for, I think, they came in for him, but he chose us. I might give him a 50% future. I'm not breaking the mold here Wednesday. I'm not making stupid financial decisions, but it is what it is. I think that maybe broke the ice, giving him a 50% of any future transfer fee, but I don't care because I think he's awesome. So this is my squad. You see, we've got a lot of loans. We had a lot of loans already. I have trimmed it here and there. It's going to be bigger than the 22-man squad, but that's because I've got lots of lads who are young enough to not need to be registered, and I need that because of all. I mean, if you just had a 22-man squad and you got to play in the Papa John's Carabao FA Cup League, bloody hell. You're right, it's a lot of football, and there's more games in the league as well, isn't there? So, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm sort of happy with the squad. It is what it is. I can't really do much more. I don't want to do much more. So I don't want to run through it all. I'm going to do it quickly. Show you some of my better players. We've got Dominic Iorfa, the young Nigerian. He's 26. Right back. He gets interest from a lot of big teams, this year. So he must be a good player. De Jong, Jota, Liam Palmer. Not a bad little player. Quite like him. The Scotsman. Barry Bannon, the legend, club captain. Great player on here for me. I won't lie. 31 years old. Proper Wednesday legend. Who did it? I hate this lad. He's been crap for years. He had that one season at West Brom. He got Stoke as well. And he's been here, there, and everywhere to crap teams. Never picked up his scoring boots again. He's only 28. Jump forward to the 1st of January, roughly the halfway point, and I'm just doing the finances because it's ticking over. We also had an internal board takeover. So we didn't have a tycoon takeover or anything, but when that happened, the club's net debt halved. I'll take that. I mean, a lot of people don't put too much into net debt, but we're paying a lot there a month, aren't we? We're paying for the stadium. There's a lot more to achieve here. Top of the league by the 1st of Jan, and I hadn't been beaten. Got 2 best players in the league. Patterson up top, and Iorfa, is it? Right back, great player, most player of the matches. And yeah, I mean, everything kind of was just running lovely, really. But it didn't start off perfectly. I was away at Charlton, great club as well, great club for a rebuild if you want some inspiration yourself. Ex-Premier League team. I mean, we nearly won that game, but it was a battle, and I'm thinking, Jesus, these guys need to get better. But we're in a fantastic run. Really, really good run, and I've dropped points against Plymouth, Wigan, Lincoln. Recently as well, we've been dropping quite a few points, drawing with Accrington, Gillingham, and Sunderland. Again, another rebuild team. People ask me about doing Sunderland all the time, and I kind of did a Sunderland rebuild before I decided to make a rebuild series. I think I did 2 seasons with them. That was like, I never 18, long time ago. So maybe I'll do it again at some point in the future. By far, I got the best team. If you don't know me, tactics, high press, all that good stuff. Attacking, some really good football played. We have a win League One, but these guys have really come together and score a lot of goals. And we're good defensively as well. Got some really good players at the back. I mean, this tactic when you're at higher level can struggle. You usually score the same amount as you let in until you start getting better players, or at least your players start really moulding together as a team. But yeah, I can't complain at all at the halfway point. We'll move over to the FA Cup, and of course at this level we're going in at the first round and beat Darlington 3-0. Drew with Tranmere, had to have a replay, battered them 4-1. So yeah, we're still in it. Got Wimbledon in the third. Over to the Carabao Cup, and this gave me one of my best victories, if not the best, for wow on FM22, better than anything at Bologna or Brentford, because we beat Manchester City 2-1. We got beat off Burnley in the next game in the fourth round, but I beat Man City. Didn't expect it. Obviously, we were massive underdogs. I put out one of my best teams at the time, and we kind of matched him, because no offense, there's some good players here, but he definitely didn't put out his best team at all. I mean, look at some of the players that are playing them in, but they're still great players. Over to the Papa John, and we're still in that. You have a little group stage in Group H. Beat Harrogate 3-0, beat Newcastle under 23s 3-0, and then Mansfield 2-0, who are a rival apparently. So yeah, fantastic. Then we got Wigan, we beat them, and to be fair, I've been B-teaming a lot of that. I B-teamed the whole thing. I've got Accrington in the next one, in the third round. So, I mean, this is something I only want to play in this one, so it's something I want to do well in. So this is my squad arranged by average rating. As you can see, Callum Patterson is up there as the best player. Like I said, he's had a couple of knocks, so he'd played a lot more. This kid is brilliant. 20 goals, because he plays on the left for me the majority of the time, but when Patterson hasn't been playing, I stuck him up top because Berahino is a bag of turd, and I've got another kid as well. He's not even worth hardly anything. And he doesn't even look great. Just one of them players that works in your tactic and scores goals all the time. Yeah, a lot of guys are performing really well. Dunkley at the back is brilliant, especially with Lewis Gibson. That's Lewis Gibson. Everton offered him a new deal. I mean, he's worth a lot of money. He has been great for me. But yeah, Dunkley, never heard of him. Another great player, 29 years old. Got a lot of top players, really. For this level, a lot of top players, lads, are really performing for me. Jota as well. He loves to score a goal. 13 goals, 7 assists. So I made Nigel my vice-captain as well. He just gets sent off a bit. I think he gets sent off at the good couple of times. Gets a couple of knocks. He's only signed a 1-year deal anyway, so I don't intend to keep him next year. Just thought he was a fantastic signing for this season. Give us that experience. Now, I also picked, and I don't know what you do with your pitches, I picked the biggest pitch because I wanted to be able to have space to play, to move. So we did pick the biggest pitch. So, and I also, even though we ain't got any money, and sometimes we ain't got any money, you can't do this, I gave the squad the maximum bonus. So over to the FA Cup, and we beat Wimbledon 1-0. Good game, to be fair. But then we came up against Aston Villa, and we scored a couple of goals, so I'm pretty proud of that. But we did get battered, to be fair. But forget about the Premier League. It's all about League One right now. And at this point, 3rd of April, we've been promoted. Automatic promotion, that's what they wanted. I want the title. I can't see us not getting it. I've lost 2, drawn 8, 130, miles ahead on points, so it's ours to throw away. And I don't think we will throw it away. One player I'm throwing away is him. I mean, he scored 4 goals in 9 appearances, made a load of sub appearances, plays on the right sometimes, just wins from day one. So I've reversed the dates, and these are all the league results up until this point, and you can see I've got 6 games left to play. Bloody hell. So yeah, drew with Plymouth, got beat off Oxford, got beat off Charlton, but the first game against Charlton was the toughest, so I've not been able to beat them, but that's a really good game, scored good goals. The Burton game was enjoyable, so yeah, I can't see us not getting promoted, but the season ain't over yet, because we find ourselves in a final, and I fully expected us to get here, really, because with Sheffield Wednesday, possibly one of the top 3 clubs from League One down, easy, size-wise and everything. So yeah, Accrington, we beat them 1-0. Bristol Rovers got tougher, to be fair, B-team that. Portsmouth, yeah, didn't B-team it 1-2-0 because I wanted to get to that final. I wasn't taking any gambles. Another B-team got us that far, but tough shit. We're in a final playing Brighton under 23s. So welcome to Wembley, Wednesday back at Wembley. That's possibly my best team as well, to be fair. De Jong would have played. Now, obviously, defensive midfielders never get the best average ratings, but he got injured in March and he's out for 6 months, so he will never be playing for Wednesday again because his contract will be gone. So here we go, and we kick off. I mean, I know we've got different colours on, but them kits are a bit clashy. To me, with my old man eyes, there's Palmer on the left. To wing, he's been great wing in the middle. Again, one of them players on paper, I didn't think anything. You know, he's played a lot in the middle. Really good. Him and Bannon with De Jong behind him. Big loss, really, because he is just a beast. When you're watching the games, De Jong just sits in front of that back four You know, sits behind the midfield, cleans up, strong, gets the ball out. Great player, man. It was fantastic. I'm hoping I can, because if you know me, if you're new to my channel, you won't go past my wing to Canberra. I don't usually have old players, but needs must with this club. And maybe I'll go down a different route. You know, if they've still got the stamina and the physicals and the quality, and I can get them on the cheap, why not? We need experience. Right, come on, Canberra just cut that out. Brighton were just passing it around really slowly to themselves in their own half. But we've cut it out, and here's Jota. Floats it in. Patterson, Canberra, see? On paper, not great. For us, goal machine. Yeah, we're approaching the end of the first half. They've not done a thing at all. It's been domination, but we need to turn these domination into goals. Come on, boys, I want to pick up some silverware. So badly, I just think it'd be a foundation for this club to get back on top, Patterson, man. So it's half time here at Wembley, and I want to enjoy this because we might never get back to Wembley once we get out of this division. So, yeah, we should have done more here. I want to do more. Second half's kicked off, and I basically said to him, go out there and get your hands on that trophy because you're more than capable. Because they are. But we need another goal. Here he is again. Wait. It won't count. The whistle's already gone. Has the assistant raised his flag? Let's have a look. Was he running back? Was that... Oh, fuck. Annoying. And then 10 minutes into the second half, I've just demanded some more because, you know, we're not doing a lot. Although it is our game, really. They've done nothing. 1-0's 1-0. I've played plenty of games like against, when I've been like Brentford or whatever, and Bologna, against bigger teams, been dominated but scored the 2 goals. So anything can happen. Going into the last few minutes, I made a change. Hunt's come on. Right back. I'm not doing anything else. I'm leaving it. Unless we get an injury. I don't want to rock the boat, really. Maybe waste some time. Do you ever do that as well? I do that sometimes. Oh no. I might have to do something because we've got a game on now. They've got all game. Oh, it's been disallowed. Come on, boys. Come on. This would be great for the club, great for the fans, great for me. I'm buzzing with this. Absolutely buzzing. Great to win a trophy, even if it's Papa Bloody John's. Do we get free pizzas? Free pizzas for life if you win the Papa John's. Although I'm not a big Papa John's fan. I'm not a Domino's fan. Pizza up, me. Pizza up, always and forever. But let's see us lift that trophy. Come on, Wednesday. There we go. Mighty Owls. Now we're going to jump in. Last game of the season against Portsmouth, another great team. Former FA Cup winner and Premier League team. For a rebuild at some point, maybe. It's 0-0. This game has been neck and neck. So equal. It's been very frustrating. Like as all the remaining games. Of course, I've played the season, saved it to the cup final, we'll just shared that together. And the old conspiracy of mine where sometimes you'll turn the game off and on. Form goes out the window. We've tried our best to maybe possibly throw it away, but have we? Yeah, it's been sat here a bit now playing this, and isn't it? I wanted to punch my screen. If my computer wasn't new, it'd be out the freaking window. So we did win the league. Brilliant. 104 points, lost 4, drawn 11, won 31. Got the best player in the league, Callum Patterson. Burton, Cambridge, Morecambe and Gillingham have gone down. Obviously the playoffs haven't happened yet. But Jesus Christ, check this out. I won 1 out of the 6. 1 game. Drew with Bolton. Then I got beat off Cheltenham. Then I got battered off MK Dons. I'm thinking, oh no, what we doing? Drawn with Crew. I'm like, seriously, Football Manager, why are you kicking me square in the nuts? But yeah, I fully expected us, even without me making any loans or free signings, you know, we should be getting out of this league. I think we would have done anyway, but I like to put my own little imprint on it as much as I can, try and improve things. But I really believe this rebuild starts now. Of course, we won our league. Ipswich came up. Bolton, they beat Wigan in the playoff final. I think they battered them, so like 3-0. And this is my budget going into the new year. We had a cash injection from the board of 9 million, so there's money there. Money's coming in. We've got a new chairman, obviously. So I've got 12 million in the bank, nearly 13, 4 million to spend, but I don't intend to spend any. This whole squad going to get built, hopefully, on freebies and loans. With maybe, if I find a bargain player for like £500,000. I can't bloody wait. I swear, I can't wait. So there we go. Thank you for watching Season 1, Episode 1 of Rebuilding Sheffield Wednesday. But like I've just said, I think the real rebuild starts in Episode 2 now. I've got a lot of work to do. Got my pen and my pad at the ready. Can't wait to get jotting stuff down. And hopefully can put a good team together to keep us in that league. That's the main aim next year, because it's a different challenge. It's going to be well hard. and you don't know how new players are going to bed in. I don't know what kind of new players I'm going to get, but proper gets the juices flowing. Absolutely love it. Love this first season. Joy to play. Picked up a trophy. Got ourselves out of the league. Got a few little gems in this squad. But yeah, time to kick on. So thank you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. It's massively appreciated. Get involved in the comments, especially if you're a Wednesday fan. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, stay happy, stay safe. I'm Bood. Bye bye.